Hey guys, Tonya Schulte here with the Profit Constructors, where we help you run with the big dogs. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my story and why I have such a passion for working with the clients that we work with, and why our tagline is, we help you run with the big dogs. The early part of my career was spent working in construction firms where I worked my way up through various accounting departments and kind of cut my teeth on not just the accounting pieces of what happens in a construction office, but all of the other variables on the admin and office side, right? Like insurance, certificates of insurance, waivers of subrogation, all of these words that get bandied about, preliminary liens, lien waivers, really got to understand the ins and outs of how a construction office functions, and specifically how the back office functions. And one of the things that I was taught as I was working my way up through those systems was that the really profitable and successful larger companies that I worked with usually had really good systems in place, and they had really good, what we call in the accounting world, controls in place. Meaning, we want to make sure that no one can steal from us. We want to make sure that there are approval rules, that everyone that needs to put their stamp of approval on something gets to do so. All of those types of things, so that no one is stealing from us, and also just so that money isn't leaking out the door unnecessarily, right? And so I wanted to bring that to the table for some of the smaller guys that I saw out in the field, who didn't necessarily have a bigger back office where they could manage all of that. If you don't have an entire accounting department to help you manage these things, a lot of those things can slide. And so I really wanted to help the smaller guys have that support and be able to build their way up to where they get to actually be those bigger guys. And so that is why the Profit Constructors only works with construction trades. Period. We're not trying to serve every industry under the sun, because we've got a passion for you guys who are actually out there building the things. The other thing that I became very, very passionate about, and still am highly, is the way that you guys are carrying all the risk out there on the job sites. You're squeezed in between the general contractors who have their rules and have maybe signed prem contracts with 30, 60, 90-day pay rules. So I want to passionately help educate you on what the ways that you can make sure you're turning in everything correctly, so that you're following all of their rules, and also how you can be assured that they're following the laws in whatever state you happen to be working in, etc. So I have a very big passion about that. And you're squeezed in between them and the material suppliers, right? You've got to get your guys paid. You have payroll, you have material suppliers. You can't just sit around and not pay people for 3 months, right? You guys really have a lot of pressure coming down on you, and we want to be, as my whole team actually has this passion where we call ourselves your advocates, and we want to be those people that help you kind of push back all of those people that are coming at you from all sides. So that's really where our passion comes in. We're not just here to punch numbers. We're not just here to file taxes. We're really here to help you run a better, more profitable business. And I'm going to be honest, that takes effort on your part and my part. It takes honesty from your team and my team. And it takes a real willingness for all of us to get our hands dirty and do things a little bit differently. So we're a little picky. We only want to work with the best business owners who are just as fired up about improving their company as we are about helping them do it. The ones who are ready to stop flying blind and start making decisions with confidence. That's who we show up for every single day. So if that sounds like you, we're ready when you are.